Welcome to the Superhighway News Studio. To find or explore any report, visit superhighway.com.au. Superhighway Midday Report May 16, 2025. Trump sounds off on birthright citizenship ahead of today's SCOTUS debate. The drug cartels love it. Next report. Dr. Peter McCullough on ivermectin's striking anti-cancer potential. Next report. Ben & Jerry's co-founder Ben Cohen arrested for disrupting Senate hearing during RFK Jr.'s testimony with pro-Gaza protest. Next report. Gavin Newsom scales back plan to provide illegal aliens with free healthcare as California's financial crisis deepens. Next report. Former EU Executive Chief Charles Michel's cozy new job at CCP-linked business school sparks outrage. Next report. Wayne Root never bet against Trump. Don't look now, but President Trump just clinched the midterms. Next report. Watch GOP congressman humiliates a grandstanding AOC as she plays to the cameras while asking questions about Medicaid. AOC then completely snaps. Next report. Asia-Pacific markets traded mostly lower on Friday, as the Japanese Cabinet Office released data which showed that the country's gross domestic product (GDP) declined by 2 points in the first quarter of 2025. Next report. United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio voiced his confidence that all members of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization (NATO) will have agreed to spend 5% of their economic output on defense. Next report. Speaking about the war in Ukraine, United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio echoed US President Donald Trump's assessment that nothing is going to happen until Trump sits across from Putin. Next report. United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio said during a Fox News interview that he hopes Iran will choose a path of peace and prosperity and not a destructive alternative. Superhighway Report. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney and Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum discussed building on the trade relationship between their respective countries. Next report. The United States Commerce Department is reportedly considering placing more Chinese companies, including Chang'an Memory CXMT, on the restricted export list, according to the Financial Times. Next report. Japan's gross domestic product (GDP) declined by 0.2% on a quarterly basis in the first quarter of 2025, according to Friday's preliminary release by the country's Cabinet Office. Next report. United States Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem accused former Federal Bureau of Investigation FBI Director James Comey of calling for the assassination of President Donald Trump. Next report. The United States Department of Homeland Security reportedly requested that the US Department of Defense provide it with about 20,000 National Guard members in order to aid in immigration enforcement. Next report. World Health Organization WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said on X that an Israeli strike near the European hospital in Gaza's Khan Yunis led to the closure of the facility. Next report. The acting leader of the United States Federal Emergency Management Agency (FEMA), David Richardson, reportedly stated that the agency would have a reduction in force, The Washington Post reported. Next report. Berkshire Hathaway Inc. said in a filing with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) that it no longer owns a stake in Citigroup. Warren Buffett-led company said. Next report. Russia said it will wait for Ukrainian representatives to show up for talks in Istanbul on Friday morning, with negotiations expected to begin at 10 a.m. local time. Next report. NVIDIA Corporation said in a filing with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) that it has a 7% stake in CoreWeave. The tech giant said it owns 24 million shares. Next report. Houthis spokesperson Yahya Saree pictured confirmed on Thursday that the Yemen-based group launched a missile attack on Israel, targeting Tel Aviv's Ben Gurion Airport. Next report. Virgin Galactic Holdings Inc. revealed on Thursday that its loss per share in the first quarter of fiscal 2025 stood at $238, improving from a loss of $510 per share recorded in the same period. Next report. US markets closed the session on Thursday mostly in the green following major trade deal announcements by President Donald Trump during his Gulf states tour. Gains were fueled by new optimism. Next report. Meta Platforms postponed the release of its next-generation large language model, Behemoth, as internal concerns mount over the model's capabilities and the direction of its multi-billion-dollar weapons. Next report. The United States and the United Arab Emirates on Thursday agreed to establish an AI partnership framework to intensify cooperation on advanced technologies and the protection of those technologies. Next report. United States President Donald Trump announced more than $200 billion in commercial agreements with the United Arab Emirates during his state visit to Abu Dhabi on Thursday, a part of 24/7 Multimedia Incorporated. The SHWY Report may earn commissions from links in this report. Copyright 2025, all rights reserved.